Now we will have next on the list the judges, candidates for the 37th Judicial Court: Nicole Henning, Pamela Craig, Michael Mery. Either way, whichever's shorter for you. Again, if you have any questions for the judicial candidates, okay, we'll begin with the opening statement. On the list here first is Ms. Nicole Henning. 1 minute, please.
Good evening. I'm very happy to be here this evening. My name is Nicole Elizalde Henning. I am new to politics. I am a former teacher. I taught 3rd grade, 6th grade, and kindergarten on the west side and the southwest side in this city. I have been litigating in this county for the last 14 years. And earlier this morning, I'm very happy and proud to say that we got the Express News endorsement. And we're very glad to have received that because we have worked very hard. I have in the last 14 years before we jumped into politics to serve and be entrenched in this community. And so we grew up in Laredo. My dad grew up in the poorest part of Laredo, the Azteca neighborhood. And my mother worked 2 jobs to help get my sister and I through school. I know what it is to struggle. I'd like to serve the people of this county in assisting and implementing access to justice programs that we don't currently have here, and making some positive changes for this county. So I ask for your vote. Nicole Elizalde Henning. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Mery.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Mery, and I'm a candidate for the 37th District Court. I'm a Democrat. There are 2 other opponents in this race, and you've just heard from one of them, Nicole Henning. I was born and raised here in San Antonio, and I am not new to politics, and I am not new to public service. I've been a lawyer 30 years, and I've been in public service about 17 of those 30, both as an assistant district attorney here in Bexar County and as section chief of child abuse litigation for the Texas Attorney General's office. In both of those positions, I fought child abuse. I had the privilege to serve as judge of the County Court at Law number 12 right here in Bexar County for over 11 years. In that role, not only did I preside over probably 30,000 or more misdemeanor cases over those years, and dispose of those, but I also exhibited judicial leadership and brought on the Mental Health Court of Bexar County, Texas.
Okay, thank you. All right, same question that we asked the others. We'll begin with Mr. Mery. Do you see, Mr. Mery? First question, you get the first question. Do you see anything about the current court system that you think needs to be improved?
That question brings to mind, what are we looking for in our court system? I think what's important to the voters is to elect the right person, to elect the person with the most experience, the person with demonstrated integrity, fairness, judicial temperament, the person that has been endorsed by all of the organizations that serve this community, the San Antonio Police Officers Association, the Firefighters Association, the Bexar County Deputy Sheriff's Association, the AFL-CIO, 4 different Democratic clubs, the Bexar County Tejano Democrats, Young Democrats, Stonewall Democrats, Northeast Bexar County Democrats. No, the system is not broken. What we're here about is justice. You need the right person who's had experience in the system that will bring you justice, a person who will listen, who will bring intuition and experience and values to the bench to give you a fair hearing.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Henning?
I need to say at this time that I have the utmost respect for Judge Mery and the service that he has provided this county for many years. The main difference between us is that this court is a civil court. My experience is in civil litigation, and that, I would say, is the main difference between us. This is a court that will be hearing matters involving children, families, car accidents. This is not a criminal court. In fact, this court will hear absolutely no criminal matters whatsoever. And so that's the main difference. I would just like to say 2 weeks ago I was listening to an NPR show where they featured a judge who's working currently in Alaska. She happens to be a female judge, implementing an early dispute resolution program that was getting the citizens of that county 80%. 80% of those cases were settling and being resolved through a pro bono program that took 1 day. Why are we not doing things like that in this county? No, the system isn't broken, but we can always improve it. And that's what I'd like to do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Question to you, Ms. Henning? Same one. Do you believe there should be a policy for judges performing marriage ceremonies? If not, why not? If so, what should it be?
I don't think any marriage ceremony should be performed during the time that you, the citizens of this county, are paying me to do a job. I don't agree with that. I would never do that, whether there is a policy for that or not. It just shouldn't happen.
Okay, thank you. Judge Mery?
In the 11-plus years that I served here in Bexar County, I did not perform a marriage. And in the year and a half now that I'm serving as a visiting judge for the state of Texas, where I do have the authority to perform a marriage, I have not performed a wedding. These are personal reasons. I'm a Catholic, and that's just the way I feel about it. I've been married 29 years. And I have 2 lovely grandchildren, well, 1 grandchild and 1 that's going to be born next month, but 4 beautiful children. I don't hold it against any judge. They have the power and the authority and the duty. And if they want to perform marriages, it's fine. What I say is this: it's not up to me as a judge to judge others who do that or to set the rules. But if there are rules, a judge needs to follow them. So that would be my position. Let anyone who wishes to perform marriages, it's a valuable service. Let them do it in accordance with the rules.
Okay, thank you, Judge Mery. If you want to go ahead and finish with your closing remarks.
I want to thank the organizers of this forum. I want to thank all of the candidates who took the time. This is our busy time. Today was the first day of early voting. I want to thank each of you citizens who have come out, all of our voters, and I urge you to vote. Look at my lapel. I voted today. I urge each and every one of you to vote. I want to thank my opponent, who was very gracious and very kind in her remarks about myself today. I respectfully and humbly ask for your vote. It is my passion to serve. I've done it for a long time. I love judging. I think I do a good job. I have a reputation. It is a misconception to think that I am not familiar with the civil justice system. I serve now as a visiting judge throughout the state of Texas, and I sit on civil benches, civil district benches, just like the one I'm running for, all the time. In fact, Friday I will be in George West, Texas. I have the experience and the temperament and the desire, and I ask that you please vote for Judge Michael, Mery, and return me to a bench here in Bexar County. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Nicole, Henning? Yes.
I want to thank everybody for taking the time to be here this evening. This means a lot to me when I speak to voters and people when I'm out in the community. It's very interesting to me that people are very thoughtful about the voting that they're doing these days, and I appreciate that. It's important that we think about each candidate, their qualifications, whether or not they're suited for a particular bench, and then select the appropriate person that we think is going to serve us best. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to have our sleeves rolled up and get started on some access to justice programs, on some additional programs that we should have in this county that we don't have right now. I ask for your vote. My name is Nicole Elizalde Henning, and so our little catchphrase, Mr. Pettit, is vote Nicole at the poll. And I took it from Judge Knoll, but I'm going to steal it for this evening. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you.